Oh, coffee, coffee, coffee. Pour me a mug and enjoy it. You know, my youngest son just stopped in. He's getting a bag of charcoal. The boy is a superb cook. He really is, and he's not a boy. He's a man with 3 kids and a grandkid already, and he's my youngest son. Well, he came into the office with my wife, and I discussed my Spreaker account, and I do a little podcast every day, usually about 30 minutes long, and I had someone leave a comment for me. And Spreaker notified me and said, you can go here, and the email, the comment was, I would like to chat with you. And I clicked on the web link, and guess what? It was a porn site, one of those that you pay and then you go and you do wicked things on camera with someone else. I absolutely have no desire to do any of that. I promise you. Today I'm going to do a brief vlog. This will be a brief vlog. And after that I will be probably loading up, cleaning out a storage unit, bringing it back, cleaning the trailer off, because my adopted son Dale has to have his trailer tomorrow. We're going to be putting a gate up across the driveway going up to his home, and also a fence off to one side. It's not going to keep anybody from walking in. If somebody wants to get into onto your property, we had that happen not too long ago with an illegal jumping our fence or climbing over our gate, coming in and beating on my son Benjamin's front door early in the morning, like 6 o'clock in the morning, to tell him he needed help. He was broke down on the highway. The guy said his family had been all night in his van. They're broke down, he needed a jump, and something didn't smell right about the guy, or feel right, or whatever you want to call it. And Benji said he did have his hand in his pocket. A lot of robberies take place all over the place, and boy, this is the wrong farm to come try to rob somebody. I mean, it's not a smart idea, you know. It just isn't. We are as courteous as anybody you would ever want to meet. We will help anybody, we really will. But you don't show up and try to point a gun at us and say, I want your stuff. That is the wrong tact to take. It really is. Notice that my ivory fake ivory ring went from my little finger to my ring finger on my left hand. What do you mean fake ivory? I made that out of a PVC water pipe. I just like the look of it. And it's fairly comfortable. The only problem is I'm having problems with my left hand. I'm swollen right there, and my hand is swelling up. It does this usually, and I'm left-handed. I heard it somehow, have no idea how, and it is just it is a problem. It actually is. I don't know what I'm going to title today's video log. Probably the same thing I did on Spreaker, Situational Sunday or something like that. Got to get a sip. And what I discussed basically on there is energy. You know, there's a lot of people scared right now, and I understand that. I absolutely do. And the thing that breaks my heart, and it does break my heart, there are a lot of children that go to bed hungry now. In America, land of the free, home of the brave, land of plenty. And there are babies not having food when they go to bed. I find that deplorable. I did a commentary on Spreaker that I'm going to give on here, and that is your energy signature of your body. We are an electromagnetic machine. That is what we are. If you want proof of this, take your hands like that and get someone else's hands, and without touching, rub your hands around a circle like that. Now I can actually feel the energy myself from my own body, but you can do that with another human being, and it's not just heat. You feel, as it were, a wave of energy. Very slight, but you will feel it. And that is because we exude, we send off energy. There is instrumentation that can measure that now. I'm not talking about an electrocardiogram or electrocephalogram. I'm talking about non-medical instrumentation. Kerry Reams first developed it back in the 40s. He went ahead and he developed a machine to measure it, and he called the energy he was measuring orgone energy. That's where it was first noticed. Albert Edward Einstein referred to it as the ether. He had made a comment one time, there's enough energy in one ion to enough energy and enough destructive capability in the most minute particle in existence to destroy our planet. And he later went on to develop the atomic theory, which later became atomic fact. They built a huge particle accelerator, and then they developed a way to split the atom and release the energy in an atom. Most people thinks that, and they used plutonium. They also used uranium. Notice that neat trick I did so I could remember. I took a sip of coffee mid-sentence. Okay. But they did split the atom. They did release that energy that he was talking about. Now, here's the deal. A lot of fear. There's a lot of things going on. I read the statistics on my Spreaker program, on my podcast. I'm not going to do it again, but I still, every day, I write it down on a slip like that, and you're seeing it in reverse simply because this is a camera. Tomorrow morning, I will write it down on that side. Right there. It's showing, the writing showing through the bright light up to my left. I do that for a reason. I do the podcast and the vlogs for a reason. I'm trying to help. But the point of this energy discussion is this. Negative energy is measurable. Positive emotional energy is measurable. Now, right now, there is a lot of fear. A lot of despair, and the politicians here in the United States and worldwide are just adding to it. They want to retain their power. They want to retain their quote-unquote edge on everybody else. They like that money. They like that power. You got to think there's got to be something wrong if a person can go into the halls of Congress and be a United States Senator, freshman United States Senator, and 6 years later he's a millionaire when he wasn't a millionaire when he went in. That is due to special interest and lobbyists lining his pockets, her pockets, and everybody, and the politicians say, well, nobody knows what I'm doing. I was just smart with my money. I made good investments. Bullcorn. Now, think what would happen if, rather than being afraid and being in despair, you really concentrated on being positive. Even if you don't believe in God, think what could happen if you had positive thoughts. If you were kind to everyone you came in contact with, including being kind to yourself. You and me, you and I, we can make the difference that is going to need to be made to turn this thing around. You need to, like the guy Wrangler Star that has a YouTube channel says, you need to know where you're going when you die. The only way you really do that is you get in that Bible and you study it and you repent and you trust God at His Word. And hope and pray and have faith. And the other thing you can do is love everyone. I love you. I love people that have spitefully used me. I do. I love people that despise me. And yes, I have a few folks that basically hate me. I love them too. I pray for them. I pray for them by name. I just don't do it vocally. And usually this is going to sound so stupid, but I'm being dead serious. Other than praying with my wife and praying with my children and praying on my own, usually the place I do my best praying is in the bathtub because I'm in my birthday suit. My son Nick built me a really nice wooden tub that is a lot lighter weight and not rusting out like the old eagle clawfoot tub we were using that is now out by the garden and being used for a raised bed garden. When I'm in that bathtub and I'm naked, the only person in there is me, other than maybe angels and God looking at me. But that is a good place to bow my head, humble myself before God, and actually do my praying for others. And that's what I do. But if everyone just used kindness all the time, really and truly, if everyone was kind to others, I'm telling you, it would turn the tide. Rather than all the negativity, and my heart bleeds, my heart breaks for little children everywhere. I don't care what the color they are, black, brown, yellow, tan, Caucasian, white. I don't care. They're a gift from God and they're little kids, and I want all of them to have what they need. And I'm starting to tear up, and if I didn't have these shades on, you would see my eyes moisten. But I have to have these on because of that light up there. Normally I would have the lamp on behind me, but as soon as this video's over, that's what's happening. The lamp is being turned on so that I can darken the room and turn that glaring digital shop light off. But if you were kind to everyone you come in contact with, think of the change it would make if everybody did that. If everyone just used kindness on everyone else. And that's my message for today. God bless you. I love you, and I will see you